so you're welcome, Saz and Ma. So, like I mentioned the other time, that we've been talking about what can you do when this happens and the innovations you can use. But these are real businesses. If you listen to the organization, we have Mr. Ignatius from Chikazin. We have Mrs. Priscilla from Covenant University. We have Mr. Christian from May and Baker, and we have Engineer Emmanuel from Living Faith Church. So these are Xown Solutions customers that have used Kaspersky solution. And if you check them online, you understand that these organizations have large employees. It means they have large database. This is no joke. I have personally been directly or indirectly on all of their projects. So I can tell you that their data is huge. So bringing them here, we want them to share us real life stories, real life scenarios. And they are also head of their organization, IT infrastructures and IT group management. So we want to share, we want to ask them some of these questions, and we believe that their stories will also help us to also get better or help our organization. So I'll be opening the floor to Toby to start with the question. And we want it to be as interactive as possible, so anyone on the panel can answer the question. Thank you. Toby, over to you.
Yeah. Thank you very much, Carol. So it's great having you here for this Fireside Chat. My first question goes to Mr. Ignatius. So I'm going to be asking a question regarding KSR. You currently use Kaspersky endpoint EDR Optimal at the moment, and just recently adopted KSR into your organization. So I want to ask, in that regard, that what has the experience been like for you? Because a lot of companies, they don't see it as an importance. They don't see it as something significant they should invest in at this time.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Toby. Thank you, my fellow participants. Yes, Kaspersky automated security awareness. Yeah, has been a very good platform for us. I'm really sure I actually need to thank Xown Solutions for the privilege, because we never knew about it, and as a large organization, never had any platform to educate or create awareness of issues of threats and attacks. So they actually talked to us about it, and we're not looking at the cost, but we're looking at what we can be able to do with it, because we can't be doing knowledge sharing every week, every month, and users will still be messing up the system, clicking on links they don't understand. So we bought into the idea of buying that solution, and KSAP has helped us to manage people, users, clients on our network in terms of getting it right. Not before they click, they are aware of something, they will look at it. If they don't understand it, they will still get back to IT to ask, we got this. Even at the top level, the EDs will also ask, please, IT, can you look at this? I got this, how do I go on with it? So we will not tell them, okay, this is what we'll do, we'll look at it, you are safe or you're not safe. So, but with the awareness now, everybody is very, very, very careful to click or to work with any link they see, or even any message they see. They're always very careful to look at it because of the dividend of KSAP. It has really helped us, and we thank Kaspersky and also Xown Solutions for this solution. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. IG, like my boss probably tells me. Thank you. So I'll be directing this question to Engineer Emmanuel. So I understand how huge Living Faith is, and I understand that you are one of the top, team working on ensuring that you are cyber secure. So I want to ask that, would you describe your experience and how you have prevented a threat, a prospective threat, and what led to maybe the usage of capacity, a real life scenario?
Thank you very much. Our use case scenario and what led us to make use of capacity. Like I was telling someone in the audience, we've been making use of capacity now for like 10 years and counting. And although we have known capacity to be a very good product, that's for a very long time. We've known capacity to be a very good product.
Okay.
But of the use case scenario that I want to make reference to is just something that happened recently. Now, we've had cases, exploitations, several exploitations of people trying to come into our network based on maybe the application that is running on it is exposed to the public. So we've had cases of people trying to exploit into it, IP addresses that are not recognized, that is not within our network, or IP addresses that are not whitelisted and then we stop them. And one of the things that we did with the updates on the current antivirus endpoint solution that we have, now the cloud solution that we're using, we're able to see a lot of these exploitations as they happen real time. Although we are behind the firewall, so we are protected on all of those things, but then we can see as much as people trying to gain access into the network or gain access into the application. But it's a very good thing when people try to gain access to your applications or use a denial of service attack and all those things, and it doesn't go through. That's we have not experienced any crippling attack on our network. Why? Because the team that I work with, led by my director, we have a proactive approach to security. So we don't wait for an incident to happen before we put solutions in place. Now, even though most management will say, oh, IT, you're spending a lot on antivirus, on endpoint solutions, on these things, on firewalls and all of those things. These are just proactive tools. And truly it has helped us. We have had like peace of mind when it comes to solutions like that.
That's so good. So yeah, I'm going to pick those words that you use. You have peace of mind. It means that you can go to bed knowing that the bad guys, are also at sea. So they can't do anything. So that's so good to hear. And I think I will leave Toby to ask the next question.
Okay, thank you. My next question will be to Mrs. Christina. So I recall there was when we initially started the engagement with you regarding being your vendor for providing cybersecurity solutions as well. So I remember there was we had some challenges with the previous vendor, and now my question would be that how confident do you feel today about your organization's cybersecurity posture compared to before working with Xown and Kaspersky?
Thank you, Mr. Toby. Good afternoon, everyone. Like you rightly said, we had a vendor we were working with before we started working with Xown, and there's a clear difference. The difference is very, very clear. Xown have a very good support system. At the point of onboarding on the EDL, we were formerly on endpoints. They took their time to actually take us through, and they were with us all through the installation. And at every point in time, we had a question or the other, or to reverse one or two things, or to make major decisions on how we want to implement some of the policies. As far as we reach out to them, they are always available to give us necessary answers. At the same time, hear us out. Maybe if you already have an approach you want to use, before they now tell us maybe the best approach or an adjustment to what we want to do. But it has been very good and much better. We feel more relaxed with the fact that we have a good support system who is ready to answer any questions and give us necessary support at every point in time. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Ma. I think to add to that, Ma, are you cyber ready? Are you cyber ready?
Definitely. We're working on the endpoint before now. We're using the EDR, and it's also different. The management is better. We have a central point where we can easily monitor what happens. We can easily shut down someone's system if the person is a serious attack to the whole organization. It makes us feel better and more cyber ready. Yes. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Ma. Thank you. So I'll be directing my next question to Mr. Christian. Mr. Christian from May and Baker. May and Baker is into manufacturing. So, like I've said before, I think I've worked directly or indirectly with everybody on this panel. And so I want to ask, out of the services or the features Kaspersky offers, which of their service stood out to you, or probably due to maybe, why do you think this one stood out to us as May and Baker?
Thank you.
Thank you.
For us, we had an issue earlier, especially when I came on board. I discovered that we were actually using then an antivirus. So there was an attack. We being new, just like so a few days I just joined the organization, we were able to meet the issue. Luckily enough, I've known Xown, so I called for his attention and we introduced capacity tools, and then we quickly get on board and have that issue resolved. Now, the good tool for me on capacity is the ability to go back and you have an audit trail, you can tell what is happening recently. You can tell a system that has risk. You can tell a system that is maybe a pointer to risk in your organization. So you can tell that this system has gotten maybe 10 phishing links or spam. You can tell the number. Also, the audit trail makes it very easier for me to say, okay, I need to whitelist this system or look at this individual. This person uses some site that's threats inducing. So, and at the same time, another thing is that it has also helped us as an organization. Everybody knows that security is not an IT team. It is an individual team. Because from time to time, we have trainings, we have sessions with everybody. We try to simulate some of these things. Like, let's see who will fall prey. And when you fall prey, we'll bring it to your knowledge. Okay, you just do this. This is the evidence. Please next time try and be more secret conscious and then be more watchful. And today we are saying no more phishing mails going straight to the users, because we as the admin gets to me first. I see unless I'm sure this thing is good to go, and then I can allow. Unlike before, everybody's calling you, there's a spam mail, there's a phishing link, but today is no longer.
That is a good scenario that is a good story to hear, Mr. Christian. I think one thing stood out for me and Baker, is the fact that before it expires, you're already looking forward to. So it means that you're server ready. You're not waiting for when the bad guys are waiting for a wait. Let's give them one year. You are already ready ahead of them. So that's so good to hear from you.
Okay, so my next question will be to Mr. IG. I'll say, what advice would you give to other organizations considering a cybersecurity upgrade with Xown and Kaspersky? The reason why I'm directing this question to you is because you're good. So I think you'll be better positioned to answer that question.
Okay, thank you, Toby. It's a very good question because nobody gave me advice before I upgraded. Because I found the need to do that. The need was very obvious before me because what we're doing there was like, we can't detect. We may not be able to predict, but we can detect. And what are the response? So when SA, as this one usually call him, the MD of Xown came, and I discussed extensively with him what our experience has been. Because then we also try to use both our defense on Outlook, on Exchange, E1, E3, E5, to support our antivirus plus firewall, but they were not giving us what we wanted. So we're like sleeping with one eye open until I met with Shegu Akonde, who now told us we can upgrade to be able to tidy up some of the porous areas we noticed. So when we do VLPT, we find out that most of those areas are leaking. And because as we are a large group, both in Africa, Burundi, Ghana, we're all there. So we can't be able to manage it as a local network. So we need something that is stronger. So we moved up to Optimum, and it has been giving us at least what we need, because right now, as I'm here, I'm not scared because we definitely will get, we are protected, despite that the product was a bit cumbersome for me to defend, because this time around, because of the economy, things are start getting tough for the CIOs. And also I needed also some measures to be able to rest than running helter skelter, or my team be running helter skelter, reporting to me issues. So that brought also the idea of bundling CASA alongside with .NET. So that gave me enough protection. So I am thanking Xown, and also advise my peers, associates, please, times are very difficult. Those guys are out there looking for any opportunity to strike. And you can't be running up and down to pursue them. So just like you get the right product and also the right company that will implement it. Like Madam said here, Xown, why I call it my own company is because at their beck and call, the team, they are ready to support you. They are ready to listen. And also innovative. So the strategies also align with what I want. So not just getting capacity. You may get the solution, and you may not get nice teams to deliver on that. Okay, so even if you allow me to do an example, like my brother here, I know him in his company. When they had somebody handling a particular solution, but the vendor was not up and doing, giving them what they want. And at the end of the day, the head of IT is the one receiving the queries and responsibilities of their errors. I think he will talk to Xown as well. And since that time, I think, okay, I hope you are sleeping now. So that is what I'm saying. I am not just saying here to tell you, go and patronize them. No. It's for your own good. Because I have experienced it. If it's in the below end, I will say I'm a testament to that, right? So I am. I don't have any issue with them. I literally know all the staff. Because they work like a team. If they tell you that coming here today to resolve these issues, they will. So it's not the one that will tell you, they will start telling you, giving you excuses. So they have been so wonderful in service delivery, and also to tell you more about them. I engaged them on a particular service, which is capacity. But today, Xown is handling 4 of our services. Xown is handling our Office 365. They are handling our firewall, which is Sophos, and also our biometric. They are also coming. I'm also going to give them our website because they do things out the way, do it free for me. So we should be able to challenge businesses where we set it running and we'll go and sleep. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Mr. Hygie. Thank you. We really appreciate you. Thank you for being part of the business. We understand that Chikazim is a conglomerate, and having the group of IT say all of this means so much, not only to Exxon, even to we, Exxon staff, because it encourages us to do more. Would you agree with me, everyone?
Sure, yeah.
So thank you for keeping us in business for 10 years. Thank you. So I will direct my next question to Mrs. Priscilla, that I read your portfolio, and in my mind I was saying, wow, wow, wow. I mean, it's so good to see such an amazing, and also being in one of the best, or let me say, the top private university in Nigeria. I understand that it's no joke. We're doing the work and we can see it out there. So what recommendation would you give other organizations that are looking forward to upgrading their cybersecurity? What advice would you give to them?
Okay. Of course, for you to want to upgrade your cybersecurity architecture that you have, that means there is probably a particular personal challenge that is disturbing her at the moment. And once there is a challenge, the best thing is to look for the perfect solution that would help you to be rest assured that you have solved the problem. Not that you get a partial solution and then you're still trying to look for another solution again. So of course, if you are experiencing cybersecurity challenge at the moment, the best thing is to look for products that will help you to put the attack at rest. It feels so good for you to be seeing possibly attacks that did not actually go through. I've had a scenario before where we had attacks on some of our servers, and it wasn't interesting. It wasn't interesting at all. We had to do a lot of ticket by trying to retrieve data, trying to ensure that we go back to the original data, both in terms of financial data, results data. Like she said, Covenant University is a big organization where you won't want anything to go wrong. Parents are waiting, the students themselves are waiting, the management team are waiting to hear that everything is fine. So the best advice to give is to use a solution that will put your mind at rest, and capacity will be a well-recommended solution for that. So, like I said, once upon a time, once you start getting those email threats, you can't sleep. You have to quickly go and check the servers to be sure, have they been able to attack, or they not able to attack the school, your school from. But now we just see that like, oh, okay, no problem. By daybreak, we go and see what exactly they're trying to do. You can just relax and we are sure everything is fine. So if you're currently having challenge with your organization's cybersecurity, please, as urgent as possible, quickly engage Xown for them to give you a good recommended solution. Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you. So I'll ask Engineer Manuel another question. Then we can have the last question with Mr. Christian, then we end the Fireside Chat. So my question is, since implement, I know you are also proficient in cybersecurity, and that's why I'm bringing this question to you. Since implementing Kaspersky, have you noticed any improvement in visibility, control, overall IT efficiency?
Yeah, thank you. Yes. Yes, I have, or we have rather, because it's a teamwork, we have. You know, before now, it's been a typical case of, oh, a particular system is compromised, and then it spreads that infection all across the network. The local network gets compromised. You have unsolicited traffic within your network, slowing things down, and then a storm just brews on the network unannounced and all of those things. But now, we can preempt those attacks, seeing the signatures, your current signatures, so you can predict and tell when next this is going to happen because you see the trends. Now, because you have seen the trends, you know if you see any infected system, it starts like that. When it's not attended to, it first starts. When it first starts, it starts crippling your network. So, but now with the right tools that we've gotten from capacity, we're able to detect, we can predict, we can preempt, and then we can prevent it. So we can shut down a particular node, we can shut down a particular workstation, shut down a particular network, prevent it, clean things up, and then bring it back again to the network. So it's been amazing. It's been, how would I call it? It's been an amazing experience for us as IT support staff, because every one of us, even if you are the head of the department and all that, you are still an IT support staff by default, because then you'll be called on to give support for any challenges that may arise. And I really just want to quickly just take this in. Before we did this migration, it was a tussle. And when Xown pitched it to us, it was a tussle for us to adopt it, but it is the best top dollar decision we have made. I want to say thank you, Xown, for bringing this to us, and also for this opportunity to share this wonderful experience.
Thank you so much, Engineer Emmanuel, for that amazing words to us. Thank you. So my last question is to Mr. Christian, and this is general. So CyberX Summit 2025 is first of its kind. We are hoping maybe before the end of the year or maybe next year, we can make it more, because the idea is creating more awareness towards cyber resilience and cyber defense. So my question is, most organizations in Nigeria, are we cyber ready? If yes, if no, what can we do? Thank you.
Thank you. The truth is, most organizations in Nigeria aren't cyber ready. And because people just think that cybersecurity is probably beyond organization, it has to do with individual. Every one of us need to be conscious about it, and then translate that down to the organizations. So when that happens, the organization can then say, put on hold, we are ready, or let's say. So if, for instance, I am ready, so for instance, I have all my services, all my systems, servers, all running on the capacity solution. I also ensured that all the phones in the office, because for what we have to be able to also license the phones, right? So my phone here, my tablet, we have capacity running. Because we give that grace for staff to use the same our same network service, right? For the working hours. So if you are going to connect, how am I sure that your phone is safe? How am I sure that through your phone it will not actually get to me? So we need to start with the individuals, then carry that down to the organization. Now, that's centrally, generally speaking, I don't think they're ready.
Okay, thank you so much. I actually asked that question so that we know that we still have a long way to go. So it's a call to action to every one of us in this room that start now. You don't even need to even be in that position before you orientate. And you don't even have to limit it to your organization, even in your family, even in your community. Tell people about cyber threats, because one person can affect the other. When you are cluster, it affects everybody. So if we say it's not my business, it means that it's not everybody's business. Together we can make this world a better place, I believe. Thank you everyone for being part of this Fireside Chat. And we also like to appreciate our speakers for coming all the way. We know you have busy agendas and schedules, but you choose to be here to share your scenarios and stories because it means so much to us, and we do not take that for granted. And also, thank you for being part of our 10 years anniversary. God bless you. Thank you.